Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live here to the Night Complex as we get set for Division 6 OHSAA semi-districts here at Toronto. It is, of course, Garaway Pirates versus the Toronto Red Knights. Here, what we're doing is we're just kind of waiting right now for the national anthem, and then when we come back, we'll be baseball action right here. We'll be back.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And good evening, everyone, and welcome here to the Toronto Red Knight OHSAA Division 6 semi-game here. It is time, of course, as we're about ready to play ball. Red Knights coming in, of course, after winning here on last Wednesday, about a week after. I am Rich Coburn. Joining me is my good friend, Mr. JP Booth. How you doing, bud?
Good, Rich. How are you?
I'm doing good. Welcome again here as we get set to play this wonderful game of baseball. And I'm telling you what, there's nothing like being able to be out here except the one thing that's kind of making me go, happens to be the weather.
Yeah, it didn't look good all day, but I think we got a good window here to get this ball game in.
I hope so. So with that being said, they're going to go ahead. And here's your starting. So here we go. Let's set it up.
All right, defensively for the Red Knights. In right field, we got Drake Boucher. In center field, we got Russ Dickinson. We got Gunnar Newbold in left field. Going around the infield, we got Michael Henry at third base. We got Cole Barkus at short. Chase Heckathorn at second. Lucas Wiseman playing first base. Behind the dish, we got Caden McGrath, and Aiden Philby takes the hill.
So once again, we had a chance to see Philby in action last Wednesday, too, here, as Red Knights scored the victory. And I'm telling you what, that was one of the best defensive games I have actually seen for the Red Knights.
Very strong defensive game for us last game. Probably the best one I've seen all year, for sure. Going down the lineup for Garaway, leading off, you got Blake Herman. Batting second, Branson Speedy. Batting third, Cooper Gintz. Colson Keller batting cleanup. A.J. Miller fifth. Aiden Miller sixth. Brody Hartzler batting seventh. Batting eighth is Wiley Numbers. And rounding them off in the 9 spot is Lofton Numbers.
So I apologize, buddy. I'm just in the process of trying to get everything up and running here as we're getting ready to go. And coming up for Garaway in the top of the first here, it's going to be, if I can find it quick enough, I apologize.
Number 23,
Blake Herman.
Blake Herman. Philby sets.
So here's the
Delivers.
first pitch down there, not outside, just the corner, behind the home plate.
Talked to Philby before the game. He's loose. Feels good about his upcoming outing. So let's see how this goes. Fouled back. 1-1. A very loose vibe in the dugout today. Good. They all seem pretty loose. Hopefully it translates into a game just like we had last Wednesday.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Philby's starting out that way. That's another strike right down the middle of the plate.
1-2 count now on Herman. Philby sets. Delivers. Outside. Ball 2. 2-2. Philby sets and delivers. Fouled down the third baseline. Count stays even at 2. Herman steps in. Philby sets.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. It's going to be stroked down left field, and it's going to go foul as the wind catches it. Battling in there as a 2-2 count still stays on the batter.
Good crowd again here today. Philby sets. Delivers. Oh, just high. Brings the count to full. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Gets him.
Good hold by McGrath. 1 down. That'll bring up Branson Speedy for Garaway.
I'm going to go ahead and let you take this for a minute, buddy, as I go ahead and try to put the lineup in.
Speedy gets in. Philby sets. He delivers. Just a bit high. 1-0. Once again, Philby working kind of fast. Already in the set. Delivers. Ball bounced back to Philby. He's got it. Throw to first. 2 down. There's that play that Philby wanted last Wednesday. I think 3 of them were hit back up towards him, and he wasn't able to make the play on any of them. They just weren't close enough. Cooper Gintz stepping up to the plate now for Garaway. Philby sets and delivers. Ball's driven into left field. Down for a hit.
He's going to stay on. He's going to keep going. He's going to go for 2, and the third baseman's going to hold him up right there.
Gets it in for Barkus, and that is a 2-out double for the Pirates.
Go back and hand the gloves back to the...
Gonna take off all the body armor.
Yippers.
That brings up the cleanup hitter, Colson Keller. Getting a good lead at second base. Let's see if Philby can deliver one of those spin moves. Philby sets.
He keeps looking at him.
Delivers.
Corner.
Strike 1.
Gets the corner.
Painting that outside edge. Gintz takes his lead at second base. Philby sets. And he delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Keller digs in. Philby sets. And he delivers.
Oh, just low in that
missed.
corner. Wow.
1 and 2 count.
Not even sure how he missed it, to be honest with you.
Philby sets. Spin move. He's in there safe.
Close. Telling you what, does a nice job on that spin move. Always has.
Gintz getting his lead before Philby even toes the rubber. Philby's in there. He sets. Delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Gets him. So the Red Knights come out as they face 4 batters. No 1 hit, no runs. We're going to go to the bottom of this first inning here with a score. Red Knights nothing. Pirates nothing. Let's take a timeout. And welcome back here as we go into the bottom of the first inning. We are scoreless here as pitching for the Pirates, number 1, Lofton Numbers, but that's going to bring up Mr. Caden McGrath for the Red Knights.
That's A.J. Miller on the hill.
Oh, is it Miller?
Yeah, you looked at the number.
Oh, I'm looking at the numbers instead. Thank you, buddy.
You got it. So McGrath digs in. Miller from the windup delivers. Inside corner, strike 1.
A.J. Miller is the pitcher.
Miller winds, delivers.
Puts the bunt down, but right back to him.
So the 1-3 put out. And that brings up Drake Boucher. Let's see what the lefty can do here. Miller winds, delivers. Low, ball 1. Boucher digs in. Miller with the windup, delivering. Just a bit low, ball 2.
So, 2-0 count, 1 out here. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a nice little chopper down to first base. He's going to take it himself as we're going to go 3.
3 unassisted.
That's going to bring up number 2.
That is going to bring up number 6, Russ Dickinson. Russ once again playing center field today. Gets into the box. Wind up. That was a called strike. Looked like it was outside, but. Oh, 1 pitch. Delivers.
Another
Dickinson
nice
hits
chopper.
it past the third baseman.
So it's going to put him on base, and he's going to try to go for it. Nope, I thought he was going to try it as he goes back.
That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Michael Henry. Henry's been hot as of late. Miller now in the stretch. Drake gets his lead at first base.
Here's a set. The delivery just outside as he wants to throw down to Dickinson. Not going to be able to, though.
I misspoke. That's Dickinson, not Drake.
As Dickinson's quick down there on the first base path.
Sort of a pitch out. They must be expecting Russ to go on the pitch here. Gets his sign. Sets. Delivers.
Still outside. He's going to
2.
throw down to him. Dickinson's quick, though. You're not going to get him like that. As he slides back in safely. It's going to bring up a 2-0 count. 2 outs here.
Henry gets set in the box.
Looks over to first. Comes set. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside again. Turns it to be 3-0.
No doubt Henry has the take sign here.
Hebers.
Got to throw him a strike here. Outside corner, strike 1. 3-1 count. Now he's in that hitter's count. Michael crowding the plate.
Here is your 3-1.
Ball 4.
4.
So another patient at bat by Michael Henry. Draws the walk. Runners on first and second. 2 down. Cole Barkas stepping up to the plate. Miller sets. And delivers. High and outside, ball 1. One 0 count. Miller sets. Delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1 count. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-1, 2 outs to Cole Barkus. Runners on first and second. Dickinson gets his lead at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Brings the count even to 2-2 with 2 down. Fouled out of play. Staying alive at 2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just outside. It's going to bring it up to a full count now.
Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Like we said the other day, if you're going to go down swinging.
Absolutely. That's 1 hit, no runs. As we go to the second inning with the score. Red Knights nothing, Pirates nothing. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back.
All right, and we're back here at the Knights Baseball Complex. At bat now for the Pirates, the pitcher, A.J. Miller. Philby throwing from the stretch. Gets his sign, he sets, delivers. Don't know where that ball missed. Ball 1. One 0 count. Philby delivers. Hit the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1. Philby gets his sign. He sets. Grounded up the middle. Gets through. And the pitcher has himself a leadoff single for the Pirates. That brings up the first baseman, Aiden Miller. So A.J. Miller gets his lead from first base as Phil becomes set. Pickoff attempt. He gets back in safely. Which Miller? There's Miller up right now.
16.
That's 11 and 14. A.J. Miller is the pitcher. Aiden Miller is the third baseman. Or first baseman, sorry.
Oh, there's 3 Millers.
There's a Keller and a Miller in the lineup. 1-0 count. Philby sets. He delivers. Swung on, popped up, foul territory down the third baseline, and it is out of play. That brings the count to 1-1. No outs, runner on first. Aiden Miller, the lefty, gets in the box. Pickoff attempt by Philby once again, and he is in safely. Philby gets his sign. McGrath sets up on the outside. They bunt it down the first baseline. Fielded by Wiseman. 3 unassisted. Gets the hitter. Advances runner to second base. That brings up the 7-hitter, Brody Hartzler.
Center fielder, number 9. Brody Hartzler.
So Miller gets his lead at second base.
Figure him out.
1 down here. Top half of the second inning. Philby delivers. Swung on and hit to center field. That's fielded by Dickinson.
He's going to try to. Nope, he's going to be
They
smart
hold the
and hold
runner
him
at
up.
third. So a little bloop single for the 7-hitter. That puts runners at the corners, 1 out.
So what did if you don't mind, take me back to the 5th and 6th. What did they do, pal? Or 4th, 5th, and 6th?
4th was the last hitter in the first inning.
Okay.
The 5-hitter grounded up the middle. He's on third now. And then they bunted him over. Pickoff attempt to third. He fakes it. Philby sets and delivers. Just a bit
low.
inside. One 0 count to the hitter. Runners at the corners. He delivers. Fouled out of play. Draws the count even at 1. Philby sets and delivers. Oh, looked like it was a strike. Don't know where that missed, but it's ball 2. Two-one count, 1 down. Philby's looking for a ground ball to the second or short. That ball misses up and out, I guess. 3-1 count. Philby sets. Pick off to third. He's in there safely.
I think that's where we are now. So 3-1 count here with 1 out. Top of the second.
Philby looking to get that ground ball to end the inning. He delivers.
And he's going to walk just low. I had to be low.
It looked like it was pretty much right down the middle. So that loads the bases for the Pirates. With Lofton Numbers coming to the plate.
So Numbers comes up. So here we go. Philby comes set. Takes a look at the runner at third. Here it comes in. Pitches in. Gets him to swing and a miss. Strike one. I think I'm back now with you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to leave you hanging.
All good.
As he steps in, digs in to the batter's box. Bases are loaded. Philby working the batter here with an 0-1 count. 1 out.
Philby gets his sign. He sets. Delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike two.
So an 0-2 as McGrath takes a look, gets the sign from the pitching coach, Mr. Rich Crow, as Phil becomes set. Looks good. You know what? Not a bad pitch at all. Tries to get him to chase high, and he doesn't. A little discipline. Brings him a 1-2 count here.
Philby delivers. Just outside. Pulls the count even at 2.
Come on, Woo, go get it.
Two is the count. 1 out here. Bases are loaded. Here's Philby. Just high for ball 3.
So full count, 1 out. Nowhere to put him. Philby getting his sign. He sets. Delivers.
Just
Fouled out of
outside.
play.
Not a bad pitch. Got him to chase the outside one. Fouled back. Crowd's behind Philby. As here we go. It's a full count. 1 out.
Swing
Gets
and a
him
miss.
to
Strike
swing.
3.
That's going to bring up 2 outs now. Let's see who's up here. Okay, so I got to change this real quick. I'm sorry, buddy.
We're top of the order. Blake Herman for his second time up. What did he do his first time up?
Struck out, I believe.
I believe you're right. Philby delivers. Swung on. High to left field. Gunnar Newbold tracking it and makes the catch
a beautiful
to end the
catch.
inning. So, they leave the bases loaded. No runs on 2 hits.
Sounds about right.
So that brings us to the home half of the second inning. Still tied at 0.
Let's take a timeout. You're watching Red Knight Baseball right here on the K9 Network. Coming back. And welcome back here to the Night Complex as we go in here to the middle of the second inning with the score right now. Red Knights nothing, Pirates nothing.
Aiden Philby leading off the Red Knights, followed by Chase Heckathorn and Heath Thomas, the DH.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Red Knights, the pitcher, number 20, Aiden Philby.
So Miller the pitcher, Philby the batter. Miller winds and delivers. Fouled out of play for strike one.
I promise you I'm getting this.
0-1 count here to Philby. Miller gets his sign. He winds, delivers. In
Called
there for
strike.
a strike. Sure, Philby sees that and wishes that he could get that call. So an 0-2 count to Philby. The wind, the pitch, and Philby swings and misses for out number one. That's going to bring up Chase Heckathorn, the second baseman.
Turning 7 for the Red Knights, second baseman, number 22,
Chase digs in. Miller gets his sign, and he steps off. Must not have liked what he got. Let's try this again. Miller winds, delivers. Low and outside for ball one. The wind up and the delivery. And Chase gets a hold of it right to the shortstop. And he
Nice line
lines out
drive.
for out number two. Swing and a miss, strike one. Heath Thomas in and out of the lineup all year today. Been a key part in quite a few games. Miller winds and delivers. Outside, ball one. 1-1 count to Heath Thomas. Two down, nobody on. The wind up. Delivery. In there for strike number two. One, two count. Two down. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Thomas up there battling.
So here we go. 1-2 is the count. Here's the two outs. Here's the pitch back once again as he's battling.
With every pitch, Heath's getting his timing down just a little bit.
So here is the 1-2. Outside and goes back to the fence.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here for Heath Thomas.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Swung on.
Swung. Pop
Popped up.
fly. Who's going?
Foul
Let's catch her.
territory. And he drops it. New life. New life for Heath Thomas.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Heath Thomas digs back in to the batter's box. Here is the pitch. Inside for ball number 3.
I think Heath tried to sell that like it might have hit him.
Full count. Here's the pitch. Outside.
They
Heath is
walked
going
the
to win
big
that
man.
one as he goes down to first base.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Lucas Wiseman. Had the game-ending hit on Wednesday.
Heath on first. Wiseman digs in. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Checks a runner. Comes set. Called strike. Tell you what, kind of a tight strike zone by Bino from time to time.
Tight at times, and not very tight at times. Notoriously inconsistent. That ball missed. Bringing the count to 1-1. 2 down, runner on first.
Checks the runner over as Heath Thomas.
We sort of decided.
Called strike on the corner. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swings and a miss. Strike 3. So, Toronto, no hits, no errors on 16 pitches. We go into the top of the third with Speedy, Grits, and Keller up to bat for the Pirates. We'll be back. You're watching Red Knight Baseball right here on the K9 Network.
We needed another addition on our house, and we wanted to stay with a local contractor, so I called PRC. Paul came down, we sat down, we talked, he drew it up, came back in a couple days with everything that we wanted, with the outside access, with the into our existing house, and it's all self-contained with heat and air, and it's just a very nice setting. I'm Norm Winslow, and I approve of this message.
And welcome back here to the K-Night Complex as we get ready to go here into the top of the third. And that's going to pull up Bronson Speedy here to the plate as McGrath gets done talking to Philby and we get ready to play. Good. Philby. First pitch here of the third. Low for ball one.
Philby working quick again. That ball's in there for a ball. 2-0.
Philby, his 2-0 pitch. Gets the corner with a call. Strike 1.
Philby gets a sign. He sets. Delivers.
It's going to be
back
bounced.
to Philby.
Philby has time to take it himself, and he gets him.
Gets it over to Wiseman for the first out.
Ball in play.
So 1-3 on the put out from Philby to Wiseman. That brings up Cooper Gintz, the catcher for the Pirates. Philby sets, delivers, swung and a miss. Strike 1. Philby getting his sign. He sets, delivers the 0-1 count, swung on and fouled back.
So foul ball.
So nothing in 2, 1 down.
So it's an 0-2 count. Taking your phone. Here's the 0-2 count, just outside.
Good miss there by Philby. Brings the count to 1-2. Philby sets and delivers. Outside, ball 2. Two-two pitch from Aiden Philby. Just a bit outside. That draws the count to full. 1 down. Nobody on. Nothing game. Philby sets and delivers. Swung on, hit the left field. Gunnar Newbold tracking it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. That brings up the DH, number 33, Colson Keller. 2 down, nobody on. Philby delivers. In there for strike 1. Philby with the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit outside, 1-1. Philby steps off. He's wanting a meeting with Caden McGrath. So Philby and McGrath back on the same page. 1-1 count. 2 down. Philby sets and delivers. Fouled out of play for strike 2. So 1-2, 2 down. Keller steps in. Philby delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That'll set him down in order. So after 2.5, it's 0-0. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on.
So we head to the 4th. We'll be back. Or middle of the 3rd. We'll be back. You are listening to Red Knight Baseball right here on the K9 Network.
Losing a loved one is a very emotional and difficult experience. The Foster family and their professional staff at the J.E. Foster Funeral Home treat you like their own. For over 35 years, Jeff Foster and his son Jay have been serving Jefferson County and the communities of Toronto and Smithfield. If your family is faced with the loss of a loved one, or if you simply wish to discuss your pre-planning options, turn to a family you can trust. Visit their website at jefosterfh.com to see how their family can care for yours.
And we're back. Caden McGrath leading off the Red Knight half of the 3rd inning. The wind-up pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And McGrath steps in. Miller winds. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. Ball's up for ball 2. McGrath grounded out to the pitcher his last at bat. The windup delivers back to the pitcher once again. 1-3 on the putout, and McGrath goes down. That brings up Drake Boucher. Drake Boucher grounded out to the first baseman his last at bat. Boucher steps in. Miller gets his sign and he winds up. Delivers. Low for ball 1. Miller gets his sign and wind up. The pitch. Fouled dangerously into the home dugout. Draws the count to 1-1. 1 down, nobody on. Drake Boucher at the plate. Swung on, fouled back, out of play, 1-2. The wind up in the delivery. Fly ball into center field. Center fielder makes chase and makes the catch for out number 2. Not an easy play for the center fielder. Had to make up some ground on that one to get to that ball. But that's 2 outs nonetheless. That brings up senior Russ Dickinson, the center fielder. Russ digs in. His last at bat, he grounded past the third baseman for a single. And he fouls the first pitch out of play. 0-1. Dickinson sets in, 0-1 pitch. Just inside for ball 1.
You can see firsthand now how that all works out, don't you, pal? Running around. That's what someone says. I hear Suff a lot, but sometimes I don't hear you much. That's where we're just running.
The 1-1 pitch misses for ball 2.
Which is okay.
You really have to wait for that call at the plate to know what you're going to call, whether it's going to be a ball or a strike. So the 2-1 pitch. He delivers. Missed up. So now Russ Dickinson finds himself in that much coveted hitter's count.
And especially Hayden, it's a 3-1 or 3-1 count.
Dickinson gets time.
Takes out and rethinks about it. Not a bad idea. Bottom of the third. 2 outs. Here is the 3-1 pitch.
In there for a strike.
Called strike. So it's going to be a full count now.
The wind up of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
So no hits, no errors, 14 pitches. That's going to pull up for Garaway coming up. Miller, and Hatcher. So as we go into the top of the 4th, we are still scoreless here at the Knight Complex. We'll be back.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
And welcome back to the night complex as A.J. Miller steps into the plate for the Pirates. So as you take a look, A.J. up last time. Well, he was going to hit a dead set to center fielder Russ Dickinson last time up. See what he does now as he goes inside and gets called for a strike.
Philby delivers the 0-1 pitch.
Just
outside.
a little bit outside. Makes it a 1-1 count. Telling you what, turning to be a beautiful night here at the complex as the pitch goes outside for ball 2.
Looks
2
like
and 1.
Philby slipped a little bit on that pitch. He looked back at the mound after he let go of that ball.
Here is a 2-1 pitch inside for ball 3. 3 and 1. Three and 1. Beautiful night. Cameron in the outfield. Cameron was all over the place here. Carson in the dugout. Loving every minute of it. Trent's beside me, keeping all the stats. As here is the 3-1. Fouled. So that brings up the count to 3-2. Swing! Oh no! He said, "Wow, really?" Puts him on the bases with a walk. Brings up number 14 here for the Pirates. Last time he was up, well, I believe he struck out. So that puts AJ at first, and once again, it brings up Aiden Miller as they went to throw over. Couldn't get the throw down, and he's going to try to take off for second. He's going to be safe as the Red Knights started to throw the ball around a little bit. So call timeout. We'll have to talk it over a little bit here now as AJ Miller is sitting at second and haven't thrown one to Aiden Miller yet. No balls, no strikes, no outs. Runner at second base. As Philby looks. Here's the pitch. Just a little high. I'm guessing just a little bit high. That's going to be ball 1 here. Philby looking. Comes set, checks the runner at second. Delivers. Going to hit the ground for ball number 2. Telling you what, McGrath did a nice job stopping the ball and actually stopping a runner from advancing to third. And we're going to get a full timeout now by Coach Perkins. He's going to come out and talk to Philby. And that means it's a pitching timeout. Brought to you by PRC Construction. While they are one of the best. I'm telling you what, they work really, really hard and turn things really, really nice. Let's hear from our friends at PRC Construction.
We sort of decided we needed another addition on our house, and we wanted to stay with a local contractor, so I called PRC. Paul came down, we sat down, we talked, he drew it up, came back in a couple days with everything that we wanted, with the outside access, with the into our existing house, and it's all self-contained with heat and air, and it's just a very nice setting. I'm Norm Winslow, and I approve of this message.
And welcome back, and here we go as Philby gets set to come. Looks, it's a deep shot over to right field.
Boucher's got a beat on it. He makes the catch.
He's going to take off from third. It's a nice shot, too. He got him down.
Got him. He's out at third base. The double up. The outfield assist from Drake Boucher.
Beautiful throw. Unbelievable.
So that wipes out any runners on the base. 2 down now. That brings up Brody Hartzler for the Pirates. 2 down, nobody on. And I'm pretty sure that Owen really liked that play. First pitch in there for a ball.
So Hartzler in to bat for the Pirates as Philby comes set. Here's the 1-0 delivery. He's going to be hit. Gunner is going to be on his feet. He's going to go back to catch it.
And he makes the catch.
And yes, he did. There is the official call from the umpire. As the Red Knights are going to come out of this inning with no runs on no runs, no hits, 11 pitches. We're going to go in here to the bottom of the 4th with the score. Nothing. We'll be back. Let's take a timeout.
Outstanding.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
Recycle for your future.
And we're back here at the Night Baseball Complex with Mike Henry stepping up to bat. Michael Henry swinging a hot bat. They'll wind up the pitch outside for ball 1. Miller gets a sign, he winds, he delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Brings the count to 1-1. Ball in the dirt, 2-1.
2-1. We are scoreless here. The bottom of the 4th. 2 balls, 1 strike. The scorebook will go back up here in a minute as he sets, and here's the pitch. It's going to be high fly ball out of bounds. That's going to go foul. Been an interesting day here so far as kind of a couple cameras went down on us a little bit. So, I'm telling you what, White and Carson are doing a great job. Jake Dobbs had to pull his camera out, but he's sitting here running around for us, doing a great job. Trenton beside me, keeping all the stats for us. 2 new directors who kind of got thrown to the fire as far as Cameron and Madison Clore go. They're doing wonderful. So, good crew. It's going to be a great year next year for K-Knight. As here is the pitch. It's going to be outside for ball 3. Full count.
Henry showing patience once again, walked in his first at bat. Gets the count to full.
Comes set. Here we go. The full count pitch. It's going to be driven to center field. He's going to be on the hops. He's going to have to pull it. And he makes the catch.
So Henry puts a charge into it. Unfortunately, the center fielder had a beat on it.
Yeah, center fielder made a really, really nice catch out there. That's
So that brings up senior Cole Barkus.
As the chants go.
So that was a called strike. He winds, delivers. Outside, ball one. Looked like the same location.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. One's across the board. As he comes set, here's the delivery. Gets the outside corner for a called strike 2.
Vargas steps in with a 1-2 count. Miller gets a sign. He winds. He delivers.
Going to be a nice ground ball over to second base and kind of an easy routine play here. This is going to be the second out.
That brings up senior Aiden Philby, the pitcher, looking to help his own cause.
So let's see. 2 outs here. Middle of the 4th. Or bottom of the 4th, I should say, actually. Here is the pitch. Curveball. Strike 1. Takes it. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Gets him again on that curve. Keeps it. Don't be surprised if you see 3 in a row.
Miller gets a sign. He winds, delivers the 0-2 count.
Drops it.
Swing and a miss. Drop third strike, and they're
going to get it.
First.
So with that being said, no runs, no hits, no errors. 13 pitches, Garaway. Coming up, Numbers, and Herman up for the Pirates. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back.
Losing a loved one is a very emotional and difficult experience. The Foster family and their professional staff at the J.E. Foster Funeral Home treat you like their own. For over 35 years, Jeff Foster and his son Jay have been serving Jefferson County and the communities of Toronto and Smithfield. If your family is faced with the loss of a loved one, or if you simply wish to discuss your pre-planning options, turn to a family you can trust. Visit their website at jefosterfh.com to see how their family can care for yours.
And welcome back here to the Night Complex, as right now we are scoreless here in the Division 6 OHSAA district semifinals, as Garaway Pirates are taking on the Toronto Red Knights. Coming up, Wiley Numbers will be batting first. That's going to put him in the batter's box, and here we go.
Brings up the third baseman, Wiley Numbers.
Philby checks it, sees a sign, works fast as he goes to the inside corner and gets called for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Philby. Just low and goes back to the wall. That's the first time, actually, the stone wall has let one go back.
Yeah. Philby sets, delivers the 1-1. Just a bit high. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is outside for ball 3. (3-1), nobody out. Top of the 5th inning. Philby sets and delivers. That ball is bounced to the first baseman, Wiseman. He will flip to Philby. 3-1, 1 down. Sprite or root beer.
So that's going to bring Lofton numbers up here as he takes the first pitch just a little bit outside. Lofton, last time he was up, struck out swinging. Caught the corner on that one for a called strike 1. One's across the board here for Philby as he takes the pitch. Straight down the line. Telling you what, nice job by McGrath to keep his hands on it. So here we go. Here is the 1-2 pitch. 1 out. Philby just a little bit low. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Philby. Swing up and out of play. Lights are on, you know what that means. Baseball's being played somewhere.
That's right. Baseball comes alive under the lights.
Oh, absolutely.
Up and out for ball 3. Full count.
Full count. 1 out. Philby takes it.
Swing and a miss.
Gets him to swing.
2 down.
And that's going to put up the top of the order again here for the Pirates. So as Blake Herman steps in, the shortstop. Blake had a hit all the way out the gunner last time. First time, or the second time, he struck out swinging. See what he does this time up a bat. As there's 2 outs. Sets the outside. Caught a ball on that.
Philby sets and delivers. Missed up and out, I guess. 2-0.
Two outs. Top of the 5th. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouls it back to the fence. Area back by us.
So 2-1 the count, 2 down. Nobody on. Philby in the stretch. Gets his sign. He sets.
Just low and outside for a ball 3. So it's going to be a 3-1 count here with 2 outs. Top of the 5th. We are scoreless here. Throws him inside. Gets him to swing down. Foul out of play.
Full count, 2 down. Nobody on.
Philby gets a sign from McGrath. Here we go. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Foul. Popped up. Down the first base, foul territory.
Wiseman
And
just
Wiseman
misses.
tries to rob a foul ball on the outside. Nice try. As that's going to be foul. Out of play. Nice job with Wyatt on the camera there to get you that zoomed in job. Tell you what, I like the camera view from the outfield, from center field.
Full count, 2 outs. Philby gets a sign. He sets. He delivers. Fouled back. Count stays full.
So full count, 2 outs. Philby comes set. Here's the pitch. Caught on the corner, strike 3. So with no runs, no hits, no errors, we go into the middle of the 4th. Up for the Red Knights, Heckathorn. We go into the bottom of the 5th. Up for the Red Knights, Heckathorn, Thomas, and Wiseman. I'll be back. You're listening and watching Red Knight Baseball right here on the K9 Network. Division 6 OHSAA District Semifinals. And welcome back here to the Red Knight Complex as we go into the bottom of the 5th as Chase Heckathorn gets ready to set the take to the plate for the Red Knights. We are scoreless here in 5 so far.
Tension really building.
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing game.
As Heckathorn checks in, gets his first look. It's going to be high for a ball.
We'll take it. Miller winds, he delivers.
Shot by Heckathorn right to the center fielder.
Left fielder.
Or left fielder. Somewhere.
Somewhere out there. It's been a day for the outfielders.
That's the one thing, when you listen and to talk to like the Little League players and the players down low. I don't want to play the outfield. I don't want to play the outfield. That's the best position to play when you're in high school.
It absolutely is. That brings up Heath Thomas, the DH, with 1 down. Miller winds and delivers. Heath grounds it to the shortstop. And he overthrows first base, and Heath is on once again. So Heath Thomas on base, both his at-bats. And that brings up Lucas Wiseman.
Sitting here with 1 out and 1 on. As Heath, looks like it's going to be a courtesy runner.
Colt Joinson coming in to pinch run for Heath. Definitely an upgrade in speed. Sophomore Colt Joinson gets his lead at first base with Wiseman digging in. Swing and a miss, strike 1. They threatened a throw down to first. Nothing doing. He sets and delivers. Swung on, fouled. Catcher held it, threw down to first for no reason whatsoever. That brings us to an 0-2 count. Miller
Here he comes, sets. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's going to pull up McGrath now back to the top of the order for the Red Knights as Colt Joinson, courtesy runner for Heath Thomas, is now sitting on first base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. A.J. Miller takes a look at Joinson. Here is the delivery from home. It's high. He's going to throw it down quickly. He's going to be safe.
Looks like probably a called pitch out on that pitch. Count is 1-0. Joinson gets his lead at first.
Miller really worried about him. Swing and a miss for strike one.
So a 1-1 count to Caden McGrath. Joinson at first, 2 down. Miller gets his sign. He sets. He delivers.
Joinson takes off.
Fouled out of play.
Goes back and out. So he's going to march his way back to first.
One, two down. Runner on first for Caden McGrath.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Miller. Sets in, still checks Joinson out. Here's the delivery home. High. He's going. He's down through. He's going to slide. He's going to miss. He's going to be safe.
He missed the tag. So Colt Joinson gets a stolen base. As that should make the count 2-2.
So that puts Joinson at second. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth.
A drive to center field, and the center fielder makes the play.
Tell you what, nice catch out there. And that's going to finish up the inning. Hartzell takes it. So with no runs, no hits, 1 error, Garaway brings Speedy, Glintz, and Keller up to the plate here, top of the 6th. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Red Night Baseball right here on the K9 Network.
We sort of decided we needed another addition on our house, and we wanted to stay with a local contractor, so I called PRC. Paul came down, we sat down, we talked, he drew it up, came back in a couple days with everything that we wanted, with the outside access, with the into our existing house, and it's all self-contained with heat and air, and it's just a very nice setting. I'm Norm Winslow, and I approve of this message.
And welcome back here to the Baseball Red Knight Complex. As right now we are scoreless in a great game here, as Toronto and the Pirates are both scoreless. And it's kind of interesting. I ran out to fix something that was broken and took a look at the legends of Toronto that are here. And I'm talking about, of course, Mr. Ralph LeMasters, who coached for many, many years. And also, too, Chip Colder.
And I don't think Chip misses a home game.
I don't think he does either. And then also, too, Mr. Rich Donnelly.
Yeah.
Here, I'm telling you, I mean, so just kind of going out and had a chance to chit-chat with them for a couple of minutes. And it's a great thing, as right now, Speedy steps into the plate for the Pirates, and it's going to be an outside pitch for ball number 1. Philby comes set, delivers. It's going to be on the outside corner. It's going to give him the pop up. And tell you what, Red Knights did a really, really nice job on that one, as Heckathorn went back and got called off by the right fielder. Tell you what, Boucher came in to catch it pretty good. Pitch comes in for the very, very first thing from Aiden Philby. Is a ball. As he comes sets, here's the delivery. 0-1 back to the fence for a foul. Brings the count up to 1-1. 1 out. Philby getting the call from McGrath, and here's the pitch. It's going to be hit back. Another catch by
Gunner.
Tell you what, a lot of fly balls.
That brings up the DH. Colson Keller for the Pirates. 2 down. Philby delivers. Outside, ball 1. Strike 1.
So 0-1. 2 outs here. Oh. Curveball just misses the inside corner. Makes the count 1-1.
Philby sets and delivers.
Straight down the middle of the plate for a called strike 2. 1-2, 2 outs.
Nobody on. Philby delivers. Swung and a fly ball to left field. Newbold's tracking it against the wall, and that ball is gone.
Gone. None you can do about it. So that's going to be the very, very first points of the game.
You never want to give up a home run, but at least there was nobody on. But that does make it 1-0 Garaway in the top of the 6th inning. 2 down. That brings up pitcher A.J. Miller.
So A.J. Miller comes back up to the plate. Hit the wrong button, my fault. Last time he was up, he bunted back to the pitcher in the first time. Then he singled on a line drive to center field, and then last time he just walked. As that's going to be a ball for the first pitch.
See how Philby rebounds after giving up the home run.
Hits that outside corner.
1-1.
It's going to be shot right up to the pretty much right behind the shortstop's head and falls as he gets a single.
So 2 down, 1 on. With Aiden Miller stepping up to the plate, the lefty.
Kind of interested. Last time he was up, Aiden just kind of actually popped flight into the double play that we Red Knights had when he threw it when it hit Bowser, and Bowser ended up throwing the guy out from the third.
Right.
Takes that for a strike though for the first pitch.
Philby sets and delivers.
A ball high.
Yeah.
One pitch coming 2 outs here. 1-0 Pirates from Garaway. Looks to be ball 2. Here is a 2-1 delivery. It's going to be a shot down right field and just goes foul.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first for Aiden Miller with Aiden Philby on the mound. So the batter gets his sign. Philby getting his sign.
Yeah, 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Pop fly. Goes out of foul ball territory.
And
it's going to be caught by Michael Henry.
Makes the catch to retire the side. So a little damage done. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. A runner left on. The score is now 1-0 Garaway going into the bottom of the 6th inning.
With that being said, let's take a quick timeout. You're listening to Red Knight Baseball right here on the K9 Network.
Losing a loved one is a very emotional and difficult experience. The Foster family and their professional staff at the J.E. Foster Funeral Home treat you like their own. For over 35 years, Jeff Foster and his son Jay have been serving Jefferson County and the communities of Toronto and Smithfield. If your family is faced with the loss of a loved one, or if you simply wish to discuss your pre-planning options, turn to a family you can trust. Visit their website at jefosterfh.com to see how their family can care for yours.
And welcome back to the Red Knight Complex. As right now,
Drake Boucher
steps in.
Drake Boucher puts a charge into this one, into the right center field, but the center fielder is there to make the catch.
Wow. Nothing you can do on that. I mean, you're hitting the ball.
Yeah.
They're just
we
there.
We just need them to drop.
That's, you know.
Feel like we can make something happen. We get some runners on base.
So that's going to bring up the center fielder, Mr. Russ Dickinson, for the Red Knights. That's we're in the bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Pirates. Dickinson gets a hit to second base and gets tossed out at first. So it's going to bring up Michael Henry. He steps in. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Pirates takes the score to the inside pitch of ball number 1. Just outside for ball number 2.
Miller gets a sign. He winds. He delivers. Henry hits it to right field.
He's going to be on his up. Just back to the warning track. And did he make the catch? Yes, he did.
The catch.
So that's going to be out number 3 with 1 more inning left to go here. So that's 3 up, 3 down for the Red Knights. No runs, no hits, no errors on only 5 pitches, believe it or not. Up for Garaway, it's Heltzer. Numbers, and then the top of the order. We're going to take a quick timeout. I'll be back. You're listening.
We sort of decided we needed another addition on our house, and we wanted to stay with a local contractor, so I called PRC. Paul came down, we sat down, we talked, he drew it up, Came back in a couple days with everything that we wanted, with the outside access, with the into our existing house, and it's all self-contained with heat and air, and it's just a very nice setting. I'm Norm Winslow, and I approve of this message.
All right, and we're back with Garaway coming to the plate in the top of the 7th inning.
Red Knights facing 7, 8, and 9 right now here in the top of the 7th. Just outside for ball number 1.
Philby delivers ball 2. So 2-0 count to Hartzler. Philby gets a sign. He sets and delivers. In there for strike 1. 2-1 count. Philby sets and delivers. Just a bit high. 3-1. So the Red Knights call a timeout. Coach Perkins will go out and talk to Philby.
Honestly, I think that's, as the talk goes through, it was about a little bit too late to call for the pitching mound visit. But as Coach Perk walks off, and here we go. 3-1 is the count. Philby looks, settles in, comes set, and out of play back down the first base line.
Brings us to a full count. Nobody out. Nobody on.
Philby looks, gets the sign. Here's the full count pitch. Called! Strike 3.
So put that backwards K in the book. 1 down. That brings up Riley numbers for the Pirates. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Telling you what, nothing. That was just beauty. The pitch just came right down the middle of the plate. Caught him on the off speed.
Philby sets.
Here he comes. Tries to go the inside route and just a little bit too far inside for ball number 1. Here's the pitch. Right back up the middle. Barkas tries to dive for it and just unable to get to it as Dickinson runs in on a nice hit straight up the field.
So that puts a runner at first with 1 out. Garaway leading 1-0. With Lofton numbers at the plate now. Philby would love to get a ground ball here.
Old-fashioned double play would be really nice. Get out of the inning.
Philby delivers. In there for strike 1. So the 0-1 delivery from Aiden Philby.
Back. It's going to be safe as he throws back to first.
Let's try this 0-1 delivery once again. Philby sets. The batter is squaring to bunt,
Henry charging.
and Philby steps off. Squared it awful early.
Henry's going to go ahead and play up on this just in case. Here's the 0-1 pitch. The swing back over top to first. It's going to be safe.
Wiseman holding the runner at first. Philby getting his sign. He sets. Batter squares again. And he bunts it down the first baseline. Fielded by Philby. Gets the out at first, and the runner stays at second base. So 2 down now in the top of the 7th inning.
Tell you what,
Runner at second.
smart idea to
Yeah.
slide into first just for the fact that he almost had it. The ball didn't really move on the turf. Just kind of went dead. So it's going to bring up the shortstop now. Blake Herman, top of the order for the Pirates. 2 outs here. Philby comes set, checks the runner at second. Delivers.
Fouled back.
Back and out of play.
Philby wants to go over the signs with McGrath with a runner on second base. Make sure they're on the same page. Don't want to cross up your catcher. Looks like they're on the same page now.
So here we go. Runner at second. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 1-0. Pirate. Here he comes. It's going to be a solid hit to Gunnar Newbold.
They're
He's
sending
gonna-
the runner home. Gunner fakes the throw to the plate and holds the runner at first.
There's the
Garaway
insurance run right
plates
there.
Another run.
So it looks like we're going. So it looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner here. Don't know who that is. 43?
Speedy at the plate.
44.
Micah Schlabach.
Yeah, Slayball comes in.
Schlabach. First pitch is outside.
Just
1-0.
misses. That's the second run for Garaway. Here is the 1-0 pitch from Philby. As he throws it back over to first, safe.
So here comes the 1-0 pitch from Philby. Delivers. Ball is fouled out
Foul.
of play down the third baseline.
Far foul, too, by the way.
And he hit that off the handle.
It's like I'm taking a look. No cars were damaged in that foul ball. Nice lead over there by Slayball at first. As Philby comes set. Delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
So 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first. Philby sets. And he delivers. Popped up. First base side to the second baseman. Heckathorn makes the catch to retire the side, but not before just a little bit more damage is done.
Yeah, we're going to go into the bottom of the 7th here at the Red Knight Complex. Garaway after 6.5, 1 run, 2 hits. No errors. That's going to pull out Barkus, Philby, and Heckathorn for the Red Knights going into the bottom of the 7th. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back. You're watching K-Night Network.
Losing a loved one is a very emotional and difficult experience. The Foster family and their professional staff at the J.E. Foster Funeral Home treat you like their own. For over 35 years, Jeff Foster and his son Jay have been serving Jefferson County and the communities of Toronto and Smithfield. If your family is faced with the loss of a loved one, or if you simply wish to discuss your pre-planning options, turn to a family you can trust. Visit their website at jefosterfh.com to see how their family can care for yours.
And welcome back here to the Knight Complex Center as the Pirates right now are up 2-0 against the Red Knights. So here we go as Cole Barkus steps in for the bottom of the 7th.
Ball up for first pitch.
First ball.
So 1-0 count on Barkus.
Outside.
2-0 to the senior.
They're going to let AJ go, pretty much try to get him to go the full game.
That ball
Barkus
fouled down the first baseline, out of play. 2-1 count to Barkus.
Two balls, one strike, no outs. Here's the pitch. He gets it. Right a blooper right over the second baseman's head. It's going to put him on the base. Oh.
Lost his leg guard there. So the leadoff batter is aboard for the Red Knights. That brings up senior Aiden Philby.
Philby has a chance to help himself in this game right now. What a year the seniors have had here for the Red Knights. Checks the runner. Goes home. Low for a ball. Miller checks the runner. Back to the backstop for a foul.
1-1 count to Aiden Philby.
One the count.
Coach Perkins meeting with Philby, assuring him that he's got this. Calm him down. Get his head right. Which doesn't take much with Mr. Philby.
No.
Pretty cool.
Level-headed guy.
Cool guy out there.
So Miller is going to go ahead and check the runner. Pitches is going to be a hit down to short.
To second for one and safe at first.
6-4, so he's going to get one. And Philby's going to be safe like you said.
Chase Heckathorn coming to the plate with Philby at first. Philby gets his lead as Miller gets his sign. He sets and delivers. High, ball one.
He's been throwing that curve an awful lot tonight.
And he throws it high.
Yep.
As if they're using it as a pitch out to try to get a snap throw down to first.
Take one ball, though.
Miller sets and delivers.
High. State keeps it there.
2-0 count to Chase Heckathorn. Miller checks Philby. He delivers. In there for strike one. 2-1 count. One down.
Checks over. Takes a look at Philby. Takes a long look at Philby. Finally delivers it and goes inside to Heckathorn.
3-1 count. Every hitter's favorite count. Heckathorn will be looking for one pitch and one pitch only, and hopefully he sees it.
He's staring Philby down over there at first. Here's a delivery.
Swung
and a miss. So here we are, full count, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. High, and they're going to go ahead and put him on base.
And that brings up junior Heath Thomas.
So it brings
DH.
up Heath.
And Garaway is going to talk about it for a minute.
Yeah, go out and talk. Now, it's interesting. What are you saying right now to your pitcher who's been pretty decent for you on the mound?
Just like when Coach Perkins goes out there, you're wanting to talk a little bit of strategy. This is going to be a little bit of strategy with runners on. If nobody's on, maybe he's got a tough count. You're just going out there just to kind of make him step back and take a breath. But most likely they're talking about potential base runners, potential scenarios that might go on here, and they're going to be looking to try to get 2 outs as best they can.
1 out right now. We got runners at first, runners at first and second. As Heath Thomas sets in.
So Miller sets and delivers. Heath Thomas hits it down to third base, and they have got Philby doubled up.
And that is actually going to do it, as Garaway is going to knock off Toronto with the final here, 2-0. Let's go ahead and take a timeout. We come back. We will recap what happened, show you some line scores, and call it a night. So we'll be back.
We sort of decided we needed another addition on our house, and we wanted to stay with a local contractor, so I called PRC. Paul came down, we sat down, we talked, he drew it up, came back in a couple days with everything that we wanted, with the outside access, with the into our existing house, and it's all self-contained with heat and air, and it's just a very nice setting. I'm Norm Winslow, and I approve of this message.
Tell you what, it was a great game, though.
Great game by both teams.
It was.
It was everybody. I mean, that was a well-played baseball game. You can't complain with any. No, it didn't get chippy. Both teams played with level heads, and I mean, just a really good baseball game. Unfortunately, we were just on the bottom end of it.
Both teams were strong on the bump on Wednesday, but Garaway, was just a little bit stronger at the plate in their 2-0 victory over the Red Knights. Aiden Philby started the game for the Red Knights and scored and record 21 outs. Solo home run to left field by Colson Keller put Garaway Pirates on the board in the top of the 6th. A.J. Miller earned the win for Garaway Pirates. The hurler allowed 2 hits on 0 runs over 7 innings, striking out 6 and walking 3. Philby took the loss, of course, for the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the Toronto Varsity Red Knights, the starter went 7 innings, surrendering 2 runs on 7 hits, striking out 9 and walking 2. Russ Dickinson and Cole Barkas each collected 1 hit for the Red Knights. Toronto Varsity Red Knights turned 1 double play in the game, which was a phenomenal double play from Boucher's catch and throwing out a gentleman at third. They were short-handed and didn't commit a single error. Caden McGrath made the most plays with 7. Miller and Blake Herman were a force together in the lineup as they each collected 2 hits for Garaway. Keller and Herman each drove in 1 run for Garaway Pirates to have the score being 2-0. So, telling you what, I mean, couldn't ask for a better, tighter game, just a better outcome, you know?
Absolutely.
So that's going to do it for us here from the Red Knight Baseball Complex. With the final score, Garaway 2, Toronto Red Knights 0. Thank you so much for listening to us all season long. We'll be back. The same crew, they kind of got their feet wet, and we wouldn't be able to do this without them. And that is Madison Clore sitting there directing with Cameron Coburn. Hayden Coburn on the lower thirds. All the way out there in center field, well, that's Wyatt Salone on the main camera. To the cameras inside the dugouts, well, that is Carson Ellison and Trenton Hess. So with that being said, from JP, thank you so much for filling in.
Absolutely. I had a blast.
It's kind of not what we want, but, you know, we're going to take the opportunity to go see some of the kids and wish them best of luck. And that's going to do it. For JP, I'm Rich Coburn. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you for the 2025 football season. Have a good night, everybody.